she's at the second basement. Let's look at the right quest. That should be where you belong. Bingo, ding. There we go. Is that right? That's right.
Ugh, circuitry is completely fried.
There you are, you little waif. You know it's past your bedtime?
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me. Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Ooh, a secret.
What are you talking about?
Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
Jesus, everybody on this island just completely batshit crazy?
Personally, I find calculated mass murder to be very soothing.
Help me out, and if I'm wrong, you can make all the jokes you want.
Oh boy.
Now, I've tried doing some digging on my own, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Okay, so if you want the option to check all three options, which are hack the terminal, sneak into the storage room, or talk to Dima directly, just go all improvise.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
Okay, now typically I talk to Dima to figure this all out, but in a practice run I recently found this storage key, so I don't want to do this. See how this turns out. I've never done this before. There we go. This is usually an expert locked door, okay, so you can't get in unless you got the storage key or you got expert locksmith. Let's go here. There we go. Hide and wait. Alright, somebody say something. Do something. Here we go. The plot thickens.
We need to accomplish this without bloodshed. Far Harbor and the children of Adam have a right to exist on this island, the same as us.
They're going to kill each other, Dima. There's no stopping it. We need to pick a side now.
Haven't we already picked a side? Building the fog condensers around Far Harbor wasn't exactly a neutral act.
We couldn't stand by and let the people of this island die to the fog.
Just like you couldn't just leave the Cult of Adam without a home? Giving them the submarine base was a mistake. The nucleus, as they're calling it, is basically one big fortified position.
Far Harbor had cast them out. They have strange beliefs, but they have always accepted us for what we are. And Confessor Martin was a friend.
Well, the new Confessor isn't. High Confessor Tectus is an unstable megalomaniac, and he's gonna keep threatening us as long as we're helping Far Harbor.
Guys, can we talk about the elephant in the room? We keep dancing around it.
My old memory banks in the submarine base.
I can't believe you never told me about those. I have to wait until they become a security risk.
I know how it looks in hindsight, but at the time, it was an act of trust. I was honestly more worried they'd accidentally trip the pre-war security and get hurt, giving the children my old home, allowing them to safeguard my old memories. I thought our people would be working together.
Just how secure are the banks? How long do we have? And what's in them?
I've gone over this before, Chase. I don't know what's in them. That's how it works. It's as close to forgetting something as I have. But I've run some projections of worst-case scenarios. If we do nothing and the wrong knowledge falls in the wrong hands...
So send me over there. I'll be in and out in a day.
We can't risk it. They know you're from Acadia. If you're caught, or even seen, then it's war.
We should at least prepare her to go in. We're running out of options. I say we tell her how to crack into the memory banks.
You've been working on this without me?
It came up in a private moment, Chase. But yes, we've been writing a program that will let you access and download my memories. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
I'm finishing up some tweaks to the program right now. I'll leave a copy of it for you on my desk when I'm done.
Get the program, use it to break into the memory banks. Got it.
Hopefully you won't have to. We'll keep monitoring the situation. I only want you going in if we have no other choice.
Wow. Okay. By the way, if you're not a big fan of backstory, talking to Dima directly is much less painful. Okay, so we completed that. Obtained Faraday's program. Let's look for the this sign here, the better be safe sign. This will take us upstairs. Not this level. Oh, that's easy enough. It's right over here. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, you're coming with me. Alright, there we go. Report back to Kasumi.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're gonna find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the children of Adam, of course.
Okay, it's a good thing you don't ask too many questions. Here we go. My reward.
I'm getting paid for all this, right?
Don't worry, I have money. Not to mention the fact that you'll have whatever secrets are in Dima's earliest memories.
No, we
He
want the
lived
money.
on the island for almost a century before building Acadia. He has to know about some treasure somewhere, don't you think?
Yeah, secrets. We're all about Robert De Niro.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
Exciting. That's one word for it.
If all I find in those memories is just 100 years worth of Dima staring at a wall, yeah, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Yeah.
Well, if you did, that's almost good, right? That means they're harmless. Anyway, good luck.
She just gave me 500 caps. Okay, so there we go. Completed. Where you belong. Next. Best left forgotten. Gain access to Dima's terminal. We're going to table that for a later date. Talk to Brooks. That's back at Far Harbor. Retrieve the storage drives that's out in the wasteland. Acadian ideals. Yeah, that's it. We talked to those guys. We're done here. Where's the dock? Oh yeah, she's up on the first basement.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Deejin, shouldn't you be behind the counter? What time is it? It's going to show the people or something. Okay, it's after hours. Here's the doc. Let's talk to her.
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
Quaint, with sort of an old world, burn it to the ground and salt the earth kind of charm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Of course, it was already burned to the ground once. I'm not sure attempting that again would yield much. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
If that's what floats your boat.
It gives me a sense of purpose, yes. I like having something worthwhile to which I can dedicate my time. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
Okay, so she's just like a doctor in any town. You know, she'll heal you or sell you meds and stuff like that. Let's ask her if she wants any help.
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you. Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing.
There we go. So that's why I was collecting the Aster. Let's
I
give her
have some
some.
flowers for you.
A beautiful color, don't you think? As promised, here are your caps.
There you go. And make a little chump change, collecting flowers and bringing them to Aster. That's that. And if you need some meds and whatnot, you can buy them off her or just loot her place. Take this microscope and this thing here too. A couple stim packs here.
Can I help you?
No, we're good. And that's about it. Let's sleep till morning and then talk to, what's his face? The guy behind. The merchant. The weapons merchant. And what's going on here? I guess my mysterious serum wore off. Yes, it did. So I'm going to have to make some adjustments. Okay, I'll be right back. Or we could just slow walk over to the weapons merchant. I forget his
Acadia
name.
may not look
Dajin
like
or
much
whatever.
from the outside,
And sell off
but
some
it's all
stuff.
some of us have got.
There we go. Sidle up to the counter there, buddy. You want to do some business. Don't make me walk over there. Come on. I'm overloaded as it is.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Gosh, after a welcome this warm, who wouldn't want to just stay forever?
This place isn't
You
for
see that typo?
Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
You must have tons of friends with this attitude.
I don't need friends.
Okay.
Acadia may not look like
Mr.
much from the
Sassafras,
outside.
is that it? Okay, here he
It's
goes.
all
He's behind the
some of us
counter.
have
Let's do business.
Hello.
You want to buy something or what?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Don't touch everything, okay?
My gosh. This guy wants a little smackdown. Let's sell him this. So lighten the load a lot. Assault rifle. That. See if he has any harpoons for sale. He does have this, in case you're interested, a legendary flamethrower. This is not... No, anyway. That's something else. Where's that, Here, Sergeant Ash. Not my cup of tea, but you might be interested in that. He also has that other, old reliable. Okay, if you're into like a rifle that shoots an extra projectile. We're already packing some big heat with Admiral's friend. So let's just see if he's got any... There we go, 95 harpoons, that's great. Okay, we can sell him some more stuff. That'll work. That lighten us up? Yes, it did. We're done. Let's go back to Far Harbor. Oh my gosh, it's sunny. I can't believe it. Wow. Okay. Just want to soak this in here. You rarely see this. Alright, now, we were told to, this mission here, talk to Brooks. And also, as soon as we get back to Far Harbor, well, you'll see what happens. Let's just fast travel there.
I heard you made it to Acadia by yourself.
I really hope you find someone to
That
help.
takes some stone.
It's not me.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I am pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. You've got more spine than most of the folks living here. Maybe we can help each other out.
I don't think so.
I'm tired of
We just
waiting
want your
around
cabin.
for something interesting to happen. Ain't getting any younger, that's for damn sure. Thing is, I was born and raised here. I know this island front to back. I know what's in the fog and how to deal with it. Let me run with you. I could help you find your way around. Teach you what I know. Best of all, you won't have to drink alone.
Sorry, Longfellow. We are a determined lone wolf, so you don't have to take him on as a companion to get access to his cabin. Just say no thanks.
No thanks.
Well, you change your mind, I'll be ready.
There you go. Old Longfellow is available to be your companion, and his cabin is also available as a settlement. So we can hang out there. Let's go talk to Cassie. Wheedle some cash out of her.
I wiped out the feral ghouls at the campground.
The hero of our saga returns triumphant. I bet the island didn't see that coming. It's only right you get paid for your troubles. Here's 200 caps for you.
More
I
money.
deserve more than that.
I suppose I could part with a little more. Here's another 100 caps. I've been thinking about what's next, and then it came to me. We all love our grandparents, don't we? Kind, gentle, doting, love to spoil you. You'd never want something awful to happen to them. Nobody would. That's why it broke my heart when I lost Grandpa George.
What happened to him?
He had a farm, little ways north of here. Lived a peaceful life, working the land and not causing anyone trouble. The island sent something after him. A huge monster, mean as spit and with claws to snap steel beams. A fog crawler. Grandpa bravely stood his ground. A shotgun in his hands, holding off that terror while the farmhands fled back here. If you can take out that shell-backed devil, it'll send a message loud and clear that says the Daltons never forget when they've been wronged.
Okay, just because that wasn't as bad as Mama Murphy's tale about taking on a death claw with a pipe pistol, we'll help you out.
That fog crawler's gonna pay. For Grandpa George.
That's the spirit.
Alright, so we got a new mission. Let's go talk to the captain.
I could use time. Alone.
She's got something for us.
I hope the harbor's being good to you. At this point, I'd settle if folks were just plain civil.
What's there to do in town?
Brooks sells general goods. Teddy Wright's in back of his shop, and he can patch you up if you need it. Besides that, the Last Plank's a popular stop for booze and what have you. And lastly, well, if you need a gun, see Alan Lee.
She's not too fond of that guy. Okay, any work?
You know of anyone that could use some help?
It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. But I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
I'm happy to help with anything I can.
If you say so. We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
Whoa.
Okay, that's that.
Firepower there.
New objective from her. Safe passage. Let's talk to Brooks.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
So, Brooks,
Fresh shipment in.
you're a synth,
All
eh?
your medical and food needs. Best deals in town. Well, really, the only deals in town.
I need to talk to you about a missing synth.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information. I know the synth you're talking about. He's a younger guy. Maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, he showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
You let him run off alone?
What the hell was I supposed to do? I'm on my own here. Look, if you're really going after that synth, I'm pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way. Just be careful out there. And thanks. There aren't many who'd go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
There we go. So we got yet another task. So piling up all these tasks here, and we're going to go out into the island and start taking care of them and get back into combat. But there's one more thing that we should do, and that is set up camp at... Oh, did my mysterious serum wear off? That's okay. Only a short little swim in the... Yeah. This is where I am. There is Far Harbor, and this little island here is Longfellow's cabin. This is now open to us. Let's go make some renovations. First of all, let's look around. Longfellow's cabin. Workshop is here. Weapons workbench is there. Power armor station is there. His actual cabin is here. It's got a bed in it, but you can't sleep in it, but you can change that. I'm going to show you how. And a cooking station. Alright, that is this settlement. So, to start off with, let's just loot everything in the cabin.
No sense turning your nose up at something that might be useful.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're taking all this shit.
Damn fog got in my lungs again.
Okay, so you're a Yammerer, eh? We're gonna change that too. Alright, workshop up. Let's scrap the door and everything else in here. You can't scrap the bed. See, that's not scrappable. That's okay. Alright, clearing it out here, boss. Okay, let's get rid of all this quaint fisherman crap here. We don't need that. This is our place now. And you're going to need a little bit of rubber. The only rubber in this whole settlement is this tractor here, so make sure you scrap that. And that's it. Oh wait, scrap this. Excellent. Alright. Now, let's go grab the weapons workbench. Okay, hang on, my controls screwed up here. Weapons. Pick it up. You're coming with me. Put him, let's say, right here. Same with the cooking station. Up you go. You're coming inside. I know this is going to smoke up the place something fierce, but we like to cook indoors. Whoop. Like a nice hot cup of coffee as soon as we wake up.
Damn.
Now, you know what?
I had my bath this week or not.
That's why you're sleeping outside there. Let's just clear up a little place for you, since you don't bathe that often. Do a little lumberjacking here. I'm a lumberjack and I am okay. I work all night and I sleep all day. I wear women's clothing, I wear high heels, just like my dear papa. Haha, yeah. Okay, so you're getting kicked out there, Longfellow. Sorry, it's nothing personal, but like you said, you don't bathe that often. Let's go down to defenses. Up to guard post, spin that around, slap that sucker down. Go back to Longfellow and assign him to the guard post. Let's keep him out of your face when you're cooking and modding weapons. Okay, you're on guard duty henceforth. Okay? Atta boy. And in case you get a little tired, we'll lay down a sleeping bag for you. Alright? Put that right near your guard post there. Now we can go assign him to that sleeping bag. Alright. Go over to him. Press command. Go over to the sleeping bag and assign him to the sleeping bag. There we go. Now he's assigned to the sleeping bag and the guard post. Go back in the cabin. And we can now sleep in this bed. Ta-da! See, so the cabin is now ours. Yeah! That's it! So, let's take a nap. My gosh. Hacking up a lung there, eh? See, that's why you're sleeping outside.